What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we're going to talk about what makes a bowling ball good on the fresh. And we're going to be talking mostly about a house shot because most of my viewers, myself included, only really bowl on house shots. So before we get into that, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. My next major milestone is 50,000 subscribers, and with your help we can make it. If you like the jersey I'm wearing in this video or in any of my videos, coolwig.com, promo code Napoles10. Down below in the description will be a link where you can order the balls in this video or the ball spinners that the ball is sitting on. It's a great way to help support the channel. All right, so in front of me here I have the Rotor XL and the Storm Ion Pro. And this, I have to throw some balls in this video, so that's why we're gonna throw these. But I really want to talk about what I look for out of a bowling ball to determine if it's going to be good on the fresh or not. On house shots where I bowl here at Samstown and at South Point, there's a lot of oil in the middle part of the lane and a lot of friction to the outside part of the lane. So because of that, I don't want anything from the fresh that's going to over jump the friction. That's why I think balls like this, like the Rotor XL, can be really good options on the fresh when I want to start a little bit further in, a little bit in that soup, and not necessarily use all that friction to the right, but know that if I get it there, it is going to make that corner and go through the pins the right way. Break down the lane so that when I get in later, I have something to go to. The Ion Pro does everything that the XL does, but at a smaller scale. It's a little bit weaker of a cover, definitely weaker of a core. It's a ball that's going to produce a little bit more shape down lane. And those are the two types of things that I look for to determine if a ball is going to be really good on the fresh. This Ion Pro is the prototypical benchmark type bowling ball, and the XL is that prototypical big, strong, tank, game one, heaviest oil kind of bowling balls. None of these balls really jump off the friction, and that's what I look for a ball for game one on the fresh. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your go-to bowling ball, type of bowling balls for the fresh? All right, first shot here, we're gonna start in the XL, and this is like the perfect situation to use these bigger balls where it's forcing me further left, but there is a lot of volume in the middle here. Like that is the perfect time for me to use this XL. I'm a little bit further in. I don't really want to create huge angles, kind of like I talked about in the intro. We'll throw a few more with that, then we'll get into the Ion Pro. Now, let's see if we can't repeat that shot. I'm not going to make a move, just going to go right back to that same spot here. Missed right a little bit. Oh. Guys, it's exactly what we talked about in the intro. A ball that allows me to play a little bit further in on the fresh, use that oil in the middle, but has enough bounce that if I leak it right, obviously it's not going to scream left like a pearl, but that was a really, really good second shot. All right, so now we know that we got a little bit of hold in and we got a little bit of bounce right. Not a bunch of bounce right, but enough. Let's get one a little bit more up the lane and see what this looks like here. There we go. Oh, that rep 10's pretty disgusting. But all in all, I think that I'm seeing really, really good things out of the XL on the fresh. Now, before we start transitioning the lanes a little bit too much, let's throw the Ion Pro, and I suspect that the Ion Pro is going to be a little bit cleaner through the fronts, more pop down lane, but all in all, a still very benchmarky type shape. All right, Ion Pro, I am going to move a little bit right, just because it is a weaker ball overall. Let's make a high quality shot here though to start. Yeah, I mean, that was probably like 3 right with my feet, 3 and 1, 3 and 2 right. And you can see that it's much cleaner through the fronts, way more pop down lane than the XL. But overall, still a very smooth, still a very predictable ball motion. And I think that's the adjective that I equate to the most with that first ball out the bag, that benchmark type of ball, is predictability, knowing what it's going to do time and time again. And the beauty of these balls like the XL and the Ion Pro is that as soon as it's time to ball change, it will tell you. As soon as it starts to really flat 10, that 2-8, it stops coming around the corner, it's the easiest tell in the world to get out of these balls. And that's the beauty of these balls. Two completely different balls from a reaction standpoint, but both are really good options here for the fresh. Got it right. Yeah, the XL doesn't make it back from there 100%. So that goes to the differences between the two. The XL's more keep it in front of you, you know, more up the lane, or the Ion Pro, I can for sure miss right like that and have way more forgiveness. All right, so I'm definitely not trying to utilize that much to the outside. I'm trying to get my ball to like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down lane, not necessarily right of 5. So let's make a better shot here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly where I want my ball to be down lane. And it is a house shot. And as you guys have mentioned in the comments a bunch how easy Samstown is, that's exactly where I want my ball to be down lane. And I am working on some stuff, so you know that's why it looks a little wonky right now, but we'll get there. And I think that these are two super good options on the fresh. I'll throw one more with the Ion Pro, then we'll move everything in with the XL. I think from a reaction standpoint, I think I prefer the Ion Pro just because of how much more bounce it gives me down lane. Yeah, like I have so much room right, where the XL, when I kind of got it going right, it was very like lazy. And it's supposed to be, it's a giant asymmetric solid. But just from a house shot, I want to have the most amount of room possible. And I think between these two, I'm leaning more towards that Ion Pro. So now we're going to get into the XL and move everything in with both of them. All right, so we're going to move everything in here with the XL. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, roll the 4. I thought that was a really good shot. It might have been slow. I'm working on trying to go more down instead of out, and that kind of made my ball speed a little bit low, but I think that was a really, really good motion. Let me know what you guys thought about that shot specifically. All right, so I am going to move a little bit left off that last shot here. All in all, I think we're seeing really good things. Oh, roll the 2-pin. Leaked it right, and that is exactly what I mean by I think I prefer the Ion Pro, because when I get it right, the Ion Pro recovers. So even though these are both really good for the fresh, I'm leaning way heavily towards that Ion Pro, and actually I'm gonna ball change to it right now. And before I get into the Ion Pro, I wanna throw one more with the XL. The last shot I super leaked it right, and I wanna get this one to be a little bit more flush and not super light. So same spot here. Oh, there we go. Still kind of light. I think it's just too strong of a ball to be this far in. Let's get into the Ion Pro. All right, so this is going to be the same spot with the Ion Pro. I kind of just want to see what it'll do from here. Yeah, I mean, Ion Pro is a weaker ball clearly than the XL, but it gives me so much more freedom. Like I feel like I can miss in and it'll get there. I feel like I can get it right and it'll get there. And I feel like if we were bowling on definitely more volume, the XL would be much, much better. But because we're bowling on a lower volume house shot with a lot of friction, Ion Pro is king. All right, last shot of the video here. Hope you guys really learned a thing or two about what makes a good ball for the fresh. Oh, how many times am I gonna roll that 4-pin? Guys, get yourself an Ion Pro if you want a really, really good ball for the fresh. We'll see you guys on the next one.